Hi y'all. This is my first attempt at trying to make a semi-presentable video, because a lot of people have been telling me lately that they like my adventures and they really find stuff interesting that I find and see and do and whatnot. So I figured I'm gonna get some software or some video editing software and try to make this a little more presentable, so you guys don't have to sit through, half-hour long GoPro videos just to see like one little section of anything you might find cool. So anyway, people have been asking me lately. A few people have been asking me lately about like what do I use for like the snorkeling and stuff, and it's pretty simple. Figured I'd do this video to kind of show you what it is that I wear and why I do it. So first off, you find all kinds of shit in the rivers and the lakes or wherever you might be, the ocean, gulf, whatever, and some of the stuff I turn into tools, like a broken fishing rod. I use this as like a poking tool, or just like as I'm swimming along, if I can't see the other edge of where I'm going, I'll just kind of swim out and point this ahead, and I'll use that to bump into a log or the edge, the sandbar or whatever, a wall or whatever, instead of my head. So make use of stuff you find. Like for example, found this yesterday. It's a rusted out pot, but you can use it as like a scoop, or just like a funny thing like, hey, what the hell is this? So, but there's also other broken fishing poles and things you can find, and just all kinds of random shit you will find, and you can make use of them. Like here, for example, the bridge in St. Francis. There are a lot of these square bars around, and for the longest time I couldn't figure out why these were all around. I figured they might have been from an old bridge construction or whatever, until I started doing some research on this bridge here, and come to find out that this bridge has been here quite a long time, and there used to be a building right across the way here that was as tall as that tree. It was a flour mill, or a mill. They milled seeds and flour and whatnot, and that was there probably close to 100 years ago. So anyway, enough of that. But about my gear, I guess. First off, mask. A quality mask. Quality mask is important because you got to be able to see. This one, I've had this one for going on 7 years now. I got a dive shop in Brooklyn Park, and I'll probably be getting a new one because the band here, the upper part, just broke on me just the other day. So I'll probably be getting a new one. But this cost me about $70, so it's not that expensive, and it'll last you a long, long time. Snorkel, this one's kind of important, or it's got some important features that make your dives much more enjoyable and more safe. This was called a dry tube, okay? Because it has this little float here on the top that the moment it touches water, it will flip over and block the tube and block water from coming in, which is really, really nice. And then down at the bottom, there is this purge valve that you just got a little puff of air, and it will blow water out and not suck it back in. And then a nice silicone mouthpiece, so it makes it real comfortable. So makes things a lot more enjoyable. Fully adjustable, so it's real nice. Gloves for me, because I'm always picking stuff up or grabbing stuff, or like old metal or whatever, or sharp rocks. So you want to protect your hands. I got these from Nards. You can go to any hardware store or Walmart or whatever. I think I paid $8 for these, and these have lasted me several weeks. So I chose high vis or high visibility because, you know, when I'm not trying to sneak up on anybody or anything like that, you know. And when I'm out in the water, I want people to see me because I don't want a boat to, you know, drive over me, or if, or God forbid the worst happens and something happens to me and I'm down in the bottom somewhere and rescue divers have to come looking for me. There'd be a good chance they can see me. You know, so there's that. Down to my belt. My belt is basically it's an old military belt that I had laying around, and I decided to add some things on because things that come in handy, like for example, a dive knife. I got this from Walmart for, I think it was 20 bucks. Had it a couple of years. Stainless, works really well. It's really tough, and you can dig in the dirt with it. You can there's always fishing line. Wherever there's people that are fishing, they're always losing lures and things, and the lines are breaking. So there's always fishing line. So this comes in handy for cutting fishing line or cutting through whatever, you know. I keep it on there. Let's see. My GoPro for recording the videos and stuff that you see. I'm gonna keep that in a little pouch right here. It has a little float on it, so if I'm done recording and I don't want to take the time to put it back in here, I can just let it go and it'll float up to the surface, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So it's kind of like a hands-free feature. And then for things that I find, like old lures or cool rocks or whatever, or the ring, the ring right here that I found in Superior the other day. I was using a dump pouch, old magazine dump pouch, but it didn't drain well at all. So what I did was I broke up my sewing machine and got some of my sewing materials, and I made myself what's called a dry bag. And it's essentially a mesh bag that you can put stuff in. It's got a little Velcro closure, Velcro closure, and when you're in the water, it drains instantly. So it basically turns into a dry bag, right? Or a drain bag, dive bag, whatever. And so it comes in handy, right? And I suppose you might be asking yourself, or at least this was a question I asked myself, with all this stuff on me, or I also have a little dive light as well for, you know, to see my way through dark areas. But this one's pretty tiny. I got this for like 10 bucks on eBay, and I mean it works. It serves its purpose, you know. But I wanted something a little bigger, so I got myself something a little bigger. I'll show you that in a little while here. But suppose you're wondering, and it's definitely a question that I asked myself was, let's say I'm swimming along, and all of a sudden these little dummy cords that I have on here, also it's all 550 cord. It's braided 550 cord that I braided up, and so if I drop something, I don't have to swim down 20 feet to go get my knife, or God forbid it's, you know, 50, 100 feet, it's gone forever, you know. I made all these little dummy cords so I can retain all my stuff. But what if you're swimming along, because also we know there's always driftwood, trees and shit, you know, or old pieces of piers and bridges or whatever, and what if you're swimming along and you snag on that stuff, right? What happens? Well, what I did was I thought about that stuff real carefully, and everything on here is, all I gotta do is make one motion and it will drop away. Like for example, the GoPro, the knife, that will drop away. The flashlight the same way. What if you know, what if like the bag or something gets snagged? Look right here, the belt, one motion drops away, right? So that way, if I get, God forbid, I get snagged on something, I'm not gonna die. Because as Garand, as some of you know who know Garand is, he says dying ain't cool. So, and everybody knows you gotta be cool, right? So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to download some free video editing software, and I'm going to try to make this. I'm going to edit all this stuff together. I'm going to take some GoPro videos and stuff, make some pictures, I'm going to try to edit it all together and try to make this a little more presentable, so it you know, looks more professionally made, you know, because like I said, I know sometimes it's kind of tough sitting through, you know, a 30-minute long video just for like a cool 30-second little thing, like oh there's that big fish, or oh there's that big thing, or whatever, you know. And I had to sit there for a half hour just to get that point. So anyway, I'm going to stop recording on this one, and I'm going to go grab my other dive blade, and I'm going to take you over to where those big cast iron wheels are. There's a big cast iron wheel. One of them I found is literally, it's about 4 foot in diameter. It's huge. There's several more that are probably a couple foot in diameter. Big old cast iron wheels from the mill that, like I said, used to be over here across the river. And I'll try to edit all that together and make it look cool. So anyway, I gotta take my glove off because it don't work with phones. So anyway, bye for now, and I'll see you in a little bit. There you go. Okay, so here we are on the other side of the river. This is where that mill would have stood, right here. Oops. There's a bunch of rocks and everything. But yeah, this is where that mill would have stood. It was probably 5-6 stories tall, and it's directly across the river, because that's where I was filming you last, right over there. Is where the camera's picking up on my ruck and my hat and stuff, was right over there. And there's the bridge. And so now I'm going to record you some video of the posts and stuff that are here. Posts that are right next to me. And then also right over here is where those big cast iron wheels and stuff are. I found some old bottles too. One bottle, it's Anheuser-Busch, but it has the Olympic symbol on it, and that tells me that it's been down here since at least 1992, when the Olympics were in Spain, I believe. So anyway, it's been down here a long time. But I found some other older bottles as well, but I'm not sure of the brand. Fishy. Anyway, let's take a look.
To start right here, this is right on the old dock, or the old pier, right here, this small piece. And then if you look around, you see these other posts right here. You see it here, and this one goes all the way right here. You got a post right here, a post right there. Here's more of the dock, very close. And there's another line section right here. Very close right here. And it goes all the way right here. So now, okay, here's the other one down there. Well, we're going to hook up the dive light. There's the food. We're going to hook up the dive light and show you what I'm talking about. This one is much better. There you go. Oh, I just going to go for that. Oh, the bathroom. So, anyway. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh, this one right there. This is a perfect banana. That banana is from the end. There's another one right here. Yeah, right over. But then that big one is right over here. Alright. There's the shirt. Look, there's another one. Oh, fishy. Oh, fishy. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's another one with wheels right here. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. They will cast on the wheel. And as you see, it's got a sandbar now, which is kind of cool, kind of like reduce, reuse, and recycle. But then here we go. There is another cast on the wheel right here. There we go, gears. There we go. Well, yeah, there we go. That's a good idea I was talking about. Lots and lots of sticks and just around. Oh. There you go. Caution! Yeah, lots of sticks. If you snag on it, then you can release your, you can release the hump and then tie. So, yeah, I think I got some book around. I was done with it. Yeah, there's all kinds of here, like this. These little scare heads. Those are hold them all together. There's this right here. There's this right here. There's this down there. Yeah, see, that's scare head. Let's see. This is one. All the place. So that's all nice because I've had to see. You cut yourself, you can cut that off. And here's a little post. And now here we are on the other side of the here. There's a post right here. And how it's all held together. There's a post right here. Cool, also here. That's very cool. Now, I'm going to try to say that they will cut me, they will happen. There's a lot of little curves here, so I'm going to hang up. Before we go steel right here. The tires are just right there. You can put it there. There you go. You see, this figure here, it kicks this, and then this is how there's just tension on it. I really just this way underneath the ridge. See, I don't pretty cool, huh? And then you can see where this cap is pretty cool. When they cook over the hood. There's lots of stuff over here. There's got tons of concrete. There's foundation. Lots of steel cable here. All kinds of stuff right here. Okay.